Merry Christmas, everybody, wherever you're watching us from tonight. We certainly hope you had a fantastic Christmas and that it was also a responsible one. Merry Christmas, Jesse. How was your day?
Many thanks, Vicky. My Christmas was okay. I can say so far so good. I've had time to rest and get refreshed. Yeah. How was yours?
You do look refreshed, I should say. You do look refreshed.
Thank
Well,
you.
I guess mine, like yours, it was a time of reflecting, resting as well, and tough, I should say. This was the first Christmas that I had without my mother.
Oh.
You know, and my mom was supposed to be at home this Christmas, and there I was
Such is
all
life,
by
Vicky.
myself, you know.
Yeah,
So it was really tough, but
yeah.
all the same, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Certainly. Well, we are joined by Peaceway Zomunyika at the Sign Language Desk, and later we'll cross over to our Montreal studios where we will join Arthur C. Evans. But first, let's take a look at our leading stories tonight.
Zimbabwe joins Christians worldwide in celebrating Christmas.
President Mnangagwa and the First Lady speak on the spirit of the special holiday.
And I'll look at business. Local aviation firms record significant investments and growth in 2024.
In sport later on, Chevrons and Afghanistan square off in a historic Boxing Day test match tomorrow.
That's what we are leading with tonight. We get straight into our first report. It is the 25th of December, and for Christians worldwide, celebrations are centered on the birth of Jesus Christ.
Well, this is a time to be with family for many, and for others, well, it's a time to eat, drink, and be merry.
In our first story tonight, Josephine Mugio explores what Zimbabweans in general and the First family in particular had in store for Christmas this year. That's our first report.
We are not really sure what's in store for this year's Christmas, but we are curious as to what people are up to. As we leave Harare, we're hoping we get a livelier setup than the situation in the central business district. It is uncharacteristically quiet for the ever-busy Harare. It is called Harare, loosely translated to one who never sleeps, but oh well, today it seems the CBD went to sleep as most people have probably headed to their rural homes. But which direction to take? We finally settle for Chiweshe. Along the way, we come across a lot of communal farmers actually working their fields. It rained in these parts in the last few days, so first things first, they will plant their seed before they partake in the Christmas celebrations.
Saka it's just this time of the year, we are 2 days before today. Saka ndo mukana watawana saka tagati regeze tobva tatonodyara Christmas tozoiona yedu tabva mumuti.
There is one thing about the rural setup. Certain duties cannot be shelved just because it's Christmas.
Yeah, ndozvitoripo tete. Ndawapano wacho vese vabva kuti tisu Christmas. Ngati aiwa isi toendawo manheru chienda imi vadiki masikati kwakachena then tozoendawo kwakadoka.
It seems most homes are deserted and everyone has gone to the growth point. At Njimbo Growth Point, we make a brief stop at the 24 Missed Calls bar. The local imbibers are doing what they know best.
Christmas yegoro ndio muri kungoona vanhu vese vari kufara ani muzoona nyama iri kugochwa vasikana vakomana vanga vachitamba nana baba vanga vachitamba maiyesi nawo
It's the simple things like spending the day with loved ones, drinking away that define a good Christmas for some of the folk here. Typically, we can't take part in the drinking spree, seeing we are on duty. We head back to the capital city, and our next stop is at the First family's residence. We get a good welcome from President Emmerson Mnangagwa and the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, who are both home. What is Christmas like for the president?
Your Excellency. Merry Christmas. Anditi. Techifara. Badata vane Christmas. Kana.
Izoro kuzorora. Nasi ndarakatozorora ndiri muofisi yangu yapamba panapa.
Okay.
Ndichitoona kuti manje acharamba aripo ndiani, achabva ndiani.
Musi Christmas re Excellency kuri kushanda nasi musi Christmas.
Ndokufunga kuti gore rapera sei anga achishanda ndiani, anga asashanda ndiani. Zvitsva zvanengaita ndezvipi ndo musi wacho zvinorongwa uyu.
Ivo vari kudla vachimwe muri kutoronga zvebasa.
Iwe ndo musi wokuronga uno nokuti hapana kudisturba muno mwari kumba kwakakazororera saka mafoni mashoma nasi. Saka nditorangarira kuti manje mangwana gore rinouya ndendina nani vanenge vabva ndivanani.
Okay. Vanhu vangada kuziva Your Excellency kuti sapresident munotoitawo here Christmas.
Asi pamba vazukuru vachauya nezoropanha vakauyawo asi vanochazouyawo masikati kuna mbuya vavo indombana nguva yekutamba navo asi kazhinji ndine basa yokunyora kuti zvada vanenge vachitamba nambuya vavo vanouya.
Sa mukangovaona bichana makutodzokera pabasa ivo vaana mbuya.
Ndine ofisi yangu pana vatodzokera kuti ndio nhasi mafoni anouya kubva kunze kumashoma. Mashoma.
Hamungodzimiwo here musi weChristmas na Your Excellency.
Nyika inombomira here kuti Christmas haimiri.
Alright.
Ndipo panotora mukana wekufunga usina madisturbance akawanda. Unobva wagara pasi waona kuti ndozvidii. Tikuna kugoredzwa kai.
Goredzwa.
We must introduce new programs, new policies. We must introspect about the past, our weaknesses, our strength. We must look at that and say, this was my team. Is this the team that has delivered our vision? Or does it require interrogating it?
And are you going forward with that team like you were saying earlier?
No, I can't release now. I'll make my statement on after the 1st of January. Then I'll make my statement just to, because just now everybody is happy, they had Christmas, and we without
Christmas
as don't go and reflect how we've worked as a team and what weaknesses have I identified, what is necessary for me to strengthen to execute government work.
Your Excellency, isu tichakura taiziva kuti tichivhara chikoro nhasi mangwana tisatopindwa muna zebra takananga kwagutu. Would like to know kuti imimi kare ma-Christmas enyu angari sei when we then want to compare them with how you spend your time today.
Kare taiti kana kuti sekuma 1940s 1950s pataenda kuchikoro kusecondary pa-Christmas ndo pataiziva kuti vana mai vaibika bhodho hombe so voisa tea yacho vaisa shuga mupepa rekaki vopisa voisa mubhodho ndo tea yacho vocheka chikwaisa murusero todamwa manje chirega uvone mukakangwasaamukaikama kudanga wakazara vozodza mubhodho manje tochera makapu chimwa rusero wakazara chingwa zvinenge zvinezvi hazvakwamudzwa ngo panoma.
But those were the good old times.
So my 50s, 60s, those were the 80s.
But then, Your Excellency, when do you get to rest?
When I sleep.
Is that enough? Because we'd expect that everybody is shutting down, everybody are going to kumusha, are going to kupi.
Things on Sundays sometimes we rest.
Okay.
We rest and sometimes we can rest on Sunday. But generally, from what we Sundays, for instance, we have our home in Kwekwe at the farm. That's the only day in a week when I can go to the farm and see what is happening at the farm. We do cropping, we have cattle and so on. That's the day I go there. But to me, that's a vacation because I'm not actually writing anything. I'm going out to see cattle, cropping and so on.
For the First Lady, she's expecting her grandchildren soon, and she leaves nothing to chance to make sure a good meal is prepared for them. For Amai, Christmas time is certainly about spending time with family.
Unoziva nhasi mwanangu iwe nezuro takatumirwa message navazukuru vakawanda zvikanzi tiri kuuya ikoko kisimusi tikati kisimu nhasi here 25 zvikanzi tikati nyaya yenyu hombe iri nyaya yeku zvaitaida kuti mutibikire imimi ndimi muchatibikira zvatichadya zvose tikati tikati pane zvipi zvabhozi indobika ka zvandakakura ndichidya kweimimi zvanzi kana pane machips ndikati alright saka zvanda kuzoita manje vari kuuya manje ndabika makabheji ndaisa dovi kabheji chairo rava chikafu chavasingade chavanoti ichaichi kwete saka pamazara chikafu changu chandofunga kuti chandoda kuti ivo vadye. You know, I get very happy because it's not so often that we see them because of mabasa atinoita.
Mama, throughout the year we see you from corner to corner nyika yese muchifamba with your philanthropic duties. Munombozororawo here?
Rega ndikuudze mwanangu ndichiti waita hako wandibvunza mubvunzo uyu. Makuriro katikati pachirungu inonzi background yako kubva uchizvagwa mumhuri yekwako, makuriro ako kazhinji ndo anoita kuti akuzvitse kana kuti uite ubate mudonzvo uri mazviri. Hazvigone kuti ndikanganwe makuriro andakaita nemhaka yekuti nhasi president varipo ava kunzi president akunzi mai president. Mai president mungazvido izvo zvekutinzi nhasi ndiri mai president ndotadza kudzura mba ndotadza kukuya dovi. Hazvigone. Saka ndakakura ndichishanda zvintori mandiri wanda pfungwa dzacho dzavana.
Tambovabvunza baba kuti mazuva akaita seChristmas kudai vanofarira kudya vatoda kunzwa kwamuri nesaamai chii chavanoti vakadya vanonyatsonzwa kuti ya parere mwoyo chaipo?
Kugara kwavo kubva ndichivaziva nyama vanoda kuiona iripo. Nyama kuda ndo zvinonzi shumba ameni kuda muti hadizivi nyama vanoda kuiona asi chavanonyanya kufarira matemba nemukaka. Matemba akaoma mwanangu ndinotorera ndakaisa mvura kuti abve zvinhu zvese zviya zvindo matemba ndikasaata ikukanga ndoisa mudovi kana pasina izvozvo mukaka ngauvepo kwenyu wavo wafamba.
Nemusi weChristmas matemba iwayo
antorimo so zvokuti kana vakashanya handinyanyovhunduka kuti vanhu vachati president vauya toiteiko aiwa ndive matemba nemukaka
zvoga
zvoga kubva kareko ndozvavanoti.
There you have it, folks. From the rural folk right up to the country's first citizen, we got a glimpse of what Christmas means to them. Josephine Mugio, ZBC News, Harare.
Well, that's the spirit of Christmas, Vicky. It's about the food, it's about the coming together, absolutely. But it's also about being able to reflect on the past year and being able to build new aspirations for the coming year.
Absolutely. I really liked that, you know, when the president was already saying, you know what, I'm already thinking, I'm already planning. So same applies with us. We should do that. That's Christmas time. That's Christmas time. Of course, we now give you a roundup of how Zimbabweans elsewhere managed to spend their Christmas day. Of course, some attended church services. Others, like us, Jassi, were at work and we are still working, while the outgoing ones thronged various joints to mark the day. Let's take a look at these reports.
In Harare, Christmas Day began with a symphony of faith at various centers, while the Roman Catholic Cathedral paused with the spirit of the season.
We celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. It gives us hope. It gives us renewal.
Christmas is also the month where Jesus was born. And I also want to say Merry Christmas to you all in Zimbabwe.
Tinenge tichingokurudzirana kuti tiradzane rudo, vane zvavanazvo vachipawo vasina, vakagumburisana vachiregererana.
For many, it's a time for reflection, for connecting with loved ones and for reaffirming their beliefs.
Mumwe nomwe wedu kupemberera kwatinoita tite embody the love of God, tite embody the joy of God, kuitira kuti Mwari vagone kuramba vachirarama vari mukati menyika yavo.
The procession, a breathtaking spectacle of color and movement, winds its way through the city while others are still in it for shopping.
We're going to do bride.
2 minutes.
We came here so that we can get some of that good meat, so that we can enjoy as some of my relatives are coming back.
Inyasha kuti usvike ezvinezvi pasina chaitika usina urwere usina chisaka aiwa tiri kufara
tabva kuchitungwiza chaiko tikati aiwa tikumbonofarira kwamereka
kuenjoy Christmas tiri pano aiwa nasizo rakanaka.
For many, it's the simple pleasure that brings most joy, the sparkle in a child's eyes through a shared meal with family and friends.
It was business as usual for some in Harare this Christmas as they were present at their workstations. The day began with others getting their hair done as part of preparations for the day.
Kufarira Christmas, tikugadzira vanhu vari kufarira Christmas, makastoma wobo.
Isusu yedu tinotamba kuma late hours. Saka tiri pano pabasa mchitoona tiripo kudai so.
Inini nchatanga kuenda Christmas kuma 1 o'clock ndokwandichaenda. Ike zvino ndichiri kumboshanda ndiri pabasa panapa.
With most people celebrating Christmas with their loved ones, others had to keep the show going with anticipation of going home when the clock ticks knock-off time.
Aiwa, kune mari Christmas yakanaka. Tiri kuita mari, kwete zvekunyepa. Aiwa vanhu vari kutenga. Vanhu vari kutenga. Izvezvi tiri kutangipira Christmas tiri muno mubasa. Kuitira kuti timboona kuti pane zvimwe zvinhu zvatingaitirawo vabereki vedu kuti vange vachichengetekawo mukati meupenyu hwavo.
Tichazonofara hedu time but izvo pari zvinhu tiri pano pabasa. You are entrepreneur supposed to go to work. Iwe wacho ndiwe mushini wacho webasa. Ukasheka pabasa basa rotadza kufamba mozoenda holiday.
Ari kutenga zvavo zva Christmas. Impact ihombe singaiti kudai every day ngabere Christmas zvingadai zvichifa every day.
For the broadcasters, the show had to go on as listeners and viewers know no holiday with anticipation for their favorite shows and news bulletins. Indeed, it is a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Woo!
In Chiredzi, Save Growth Point was the place to be as people from various parts of the town converged at the joint to dance, eat and mingle. South Africa-based Afropop artist Nox Guni also entertained the crowd gathered at the joint. Even the light showers that fell in the afternoon in Chiredzi could not discourage children from having the time of their life while clad in their new Christmas clothes. Children who spoke to this news crew expressed how special the day is to them.
Christmas
In Gweru, it was celebration time as the community thronged several leisure points to spend some quality time with their loved ones over the Christmas holiday. A visit to various tourist resorts by this news crew revealed that people had set aside some savings to ensure that they celebrate the day in style.
Even the weather is actually very nice and we're enjoying.
Zvare Christmas takatozorora zvedu seholiday yedu tiri kutoonana mhuri nehama neshamwari vamwe vanasisi vabva kuSouth Africa vauya kuzotionawo nevazukuru nevamwe vose vari panapa tiri kuonana tiri kufara chaizvo chaizvo.
Not to be outdone were Christians who pegged several areas of worship to celebrate the birth of the Son of Man.
Isusekereke tidatingodzosera fungwa iyoyo kuti ngatidzokerei pakunzwisisa kuti zuva ranhasi izuva rekupemberera Kristu anova iye akati akazvarwa hongu. Chokwadi ndechekuti haana kuzvarwa musi wa25. Ichocho ndio chokwadi. 25 izuva rakasetwa namambo wekuroma anonzi Constantine achida kuti vanhu vake the Roman Empire yose ive inoteverera kunamata Kristu sezvo iye anga munhu atendeuka akabva achinja Easter, Christmas neSunday kuti ave mazuva emaKristu.
Christmas Day, it's a remembrance of Jesus Christ's birth on this world, and it's a long time ago, and as a Christian we find it's very natural to celebrate Christmas.
Excitement by the Gweru community on Christmas Day is clear testimony that despite different cultural backgrounds, Zimbabweans consider the day as a special occasion on their calendars.
Well, Christmas Day is a time for joy, love and celebration for many. But for those behind bars, it's a stark reminder of their isolation. Abigail Tembo visited Harare Central Prison to capture the mood and experiences of inmates on this special day.
As we walked through the prison walls of Harare Central Prison, we came across some inmates enjoying a taste of home, unwrapping their gifts from family members. However, others sat alone, their faces a picture of sadness and longing.
At least munhu anonzwa kusununguka, even kana ari panzvimbo yekureform anokwanisa kuti areform.
Ndangonzwa ngofara, ndangonzwa ngojekerwa nezuva ranhasi randangosvika chimuonawo paCentral Prison.
Ya, ndikunzwa kufara nekushanyirwa kwandaita, handishanyira mudzimai wangu. Munomu ndane 2 years.
But not all inmates were as fortunate. Many had not received any visitors or gifts, and the loneliness was evident.
Sevanhu vari kuairport ana modi vafanira kuyazondoonawo
vanogara muchinhoyi padhuze hapo but ndiri kutadza kuziva kuti ndakatadzirana nawo here kuti vatadze kuyazondoonawo munhu.
Hama dzangu hadzizozi kutouya ndiri mujere kubva 2016 asati ndakambovimba nawo.
Ndane 6 years 8 months ndiri mukati havasati kana vambo yazombondiona.
Some lonely prisoners found solace in music and dance, momentarily forgetting their isolation as they showcased their energetic and lively dancing moves, bringing a sense of joy and vibrancy to the prison yard.
As we left the prison complex, it was clear that Christmas behind bars is an emotional and complex experience. While others found joy in the visit, others felt their isolation. Abigail Tembo, ZBC News, Harare.
SADC chairperson, President Emmerson Mnangagwa, has acknowledged the ruling of the Mozambique Constitutional Council of election results, which upheld the Frelimo party's victory following the October 9 general elections. In a statement, President Emmerson Mnangagwa said the ruling completes all lawful processes on determining election results in line with Mozambique's national laws and in keeping the SADC election guidelines and expectations. The regional bloc chairperson has urged all parties to the electoral process to respect the decision of the council to facilitate greater peace, normalcy and stability in Mozambique. President Mnangagwa said the region is ready to assist the incoming government and the people of Mozambique in consolidating electoral democracy guided by the rule of the law. He urged the international community to respect the sovereign will of the people of Mozambique, exhorting all concerned parties to constructively support processes towards peace, law and order.
Government says it is in the process of developing a roadmap for a comprehensive national skills audit to address the country's skills gap.
The development of the skills audit roadmap is expected to tackle the skills gaps affecting the national workforce, especially in areas of business and commerce, engineering and technology, as well as medical and health sciences, among other sectors. Skills Audit and Development Minister Professor Paul Mavima gave a background of the program while highlighting milestones that have been recorded under the ministry.
We have also done a road map for a comprehensive national skills audit. We now have a consultant that is funded by UNDP, who is going to help us in the development of the methodology for a very comprehensive, thorough audit of the national skills landscape. From there, we will then develop the specific programs that will cover the national program for skills development. But in addition, we will also have the sector-specific programs.
Meanwhile, government concluded a rapid evaluation exercise of the current scholarship programs this year with the development of a national scholarships policy underway.
We also undertook a very focused evaluation of the scholarship landscape in Zimbabwe, because the importance of scholarships is that they have to be directed to developing skills that are needed in the country. The critical skills shortage areas are the ones that we should focus on when we send people on scholarship. We are now developing a scholarships policy that will be completed in 2025. The policy will then assist in making sure that there is alignment of the scholarships to our national priorities.
These milestones came about after the ministry concluded 39 multi-stakeholder consultative meetings with parastatals, the private sector, professional associations and the academia, among other stakeholders. John Nandara, ZBC News, Harare.
That report from John taking us to a breather. But before we do so, do remember we have more news, more information on our website. That's www.zbcnews.co.zw. You may also find us on X, our handle at ZBC News Online. And right now we do have people that are actually watching us on YouTube, Jesse, and Facebook. Would like to acknowledge our viewers there and everybody wherever you're watching us from tonight. Our handles on YouTube and Facebook is at ZBC News Online.
And you can share with us how you are spending your Christmas this year. And here are stories still to come in this bulletin. In business, local aviation firms record significant investments and growth in 2024. In sport, Chevrons and Afghanistan square off in a historic Boxing Day test match tomorrow. Stay tuned, we'll be back.
We are welcoming people within the program that we call Meet and Greet in our ministry. Others are in Beitbridge with the PS, the Permanent Secretary for the ministry. Others are in Plumtree and Blawayo with our Deputy Minister. And 4 of our directors in ZTA as well as ministry are based at Harare International Airport, where they are receiving a huge number. We are expecting almost 3 million Zimbabweans to come back home, a huge number of diasporas who are very happy to be home, who are very happy to be welcomed, who we are assuring that we love them so much. Our economy is rolling and rolling over because of the money that they send through Mkuru, through HomeLink, and to thank them and appreciate the work that they do throughout the year and that they've chosen to come back home and celebrate Christmas and New Year together with us.
The Zim tourism has been amazing. When we landed at the airport, we were greeted with beautiful smiles. They gave us some cold water and some cold drinks. So that was amazing. I absolutely love being here, and I'm looking forward to coming back again.
We're excited to get these maps. They have been entertaining, and the water bottles, and it was just nice to be greeted with some information. So yeah, this is the rest of my family.
Let me say Zimbabwe is a sleeping giant. Zimbabwe is waking up. Zimbabwe is beautiful. Zimbabwe is peaceful. Zimbabwe has the best safety and the most hospitable people in the world. Please come to our destination. Let's drive and have fun, yes, but let's not drink and drive. Let's go in every corner of the country. Ministry of Tourism is there, ZTA is there, and please reach out as much as you can. We are there to help you, but let's keep ourselves sober so that we go back safe.
If you drink, be responsible.
Everybody needs a little time away. I heard her say from each other. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise.
With joy, we celebrate your arrival, a journey that NASA knows well, delivering on the promise to support all Zimbabweans. We celebrate your every milestone, those present and long gone, yet written in time, providing monthly benefits and unwavering commitment. NASA, striving always for exceptional customer experience. You grow under watchful eyes of compassion of NASA. Promoting occupational safety and health. From curious to adulthood, NASA leading with solid investments. Let's celebrate heroes that see the vision, grow with the promise. Let's celebrate communities with reimagined innovative solutions. Let's celebrate as heroes together for our country. NASA, a lifelong promise.
The Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation is seeking a commercially astute and visionary chief executive officer with the highest level of integrity to lead the organization into the next phase of transformation. The ideal candidate should have a proven track record of business transformation, high business acumen, a strong digital aptitude, and the ability to identify and mitigate risks.
Success in this role hinges on a strong foundation in effective corporate governance, a deep understanding of business strategy, innovation, digital transformation, and customer centricity.
Closing date for applications is 3 January 2025. For more details, visit our website www.zbc.co.zw.
You're still watching the main news, and the next story is one that really touches my heart. And man, you know, domestic violence continues to ravage families, and domestic violence can actually be a cause of mental health issues, or it can be a result of mental health issues. But one thing I know is domestic violence is not a solution to many or any problem that families are facing. And it's so sad that domestic violence continues to ravage families. And the latest is a chilling murder perpetrated by a younger man who allegedly killed his wife before setting her ablaze. And one can only wonder whether that solved a problem or it has actually created more problems. Let's get more details from Peter Chivima.
Benjamin Mungira of Samsodza village in Nyanga allegedly killed his wife before he set her ablaze in a stark reminder of the ugly face of domestic violence. It is alleged that Mungira's reign of terror extended beyond his wife, ruthlessly destroying groceries bought by his sons, claiming they favored their mother. Allegations suggest that after attending a local church service together with the now deceased, Mungira brutally attacked his wife, striking her twice on the head with an iron bar, placed a gas tank under their bed and set it ablaze, before locking her body inside the house. The late Mrs. Mungira's lifeless body was burned beyond recognition, with her only chest and partial legs remaining visible. The rallying call remains that domestic disputes must be resolved amicably.
Vanhu pavanenge vachirarama vari pamwe chete paya ngavazive kuti kana pachinge paitika zvinhu zvakadaro ngavaende vanotsvaga rubatsiro kune vanhu vanogona kuvabatsira. Kana rubatsiro ruchinge rwaramba, vanhu vanogona kumboparadzana kwechinguva chidiki, zvokuti kana mwava uku vanogona kuzosuwana, ndopaunozoona vaakutextana mamessages ekuti uripi nekuti vapa temporal separation.
After committing the heinous crime, Mungira allegedly attempted to commit suicide by consuming poison and throwing himself into a nearby well. He was apprehended by the community, where he later narrated how he orchestrated the murder before being handed over to the police. The victim's torso was buried in Samsodza village, Nyanga, on Saturday. Peter Chivima, ZBC News.
Well, there's always a way out, and it's never domestic violence. We now cross over to our Montreal studios, where we join Arthur Evans. It's a good evening to you, Arthur, and Merry Christmas to you.
Well, thank you so much, Justin. A chilling story, but in more positive news, from death to life we go. While others are celebrating Christmas with friends and family, delighted mothers rejoice after receiving, I quote, Christmas miracles, unquote, in the form of newborn babies. Our reporter Grace Ibanda was at Impilo Hospital and brought us more.
Christmas Day is a time of love, joy and celebration, and the biggest celebration of all is, of course, the birth of Jesus Christ. And for many families here at Impilo Hospital today, it has been a celebration of the birth of their children, their new added family members.
Ngithabe kakhulu ngesipho sami lesi and futhi ngahela isikhathi esifishane kakhulu ngoba fika abo past 8 past 9 ngibeletha ngabeletha kahle angizange aba le stitch.
The maternity ward this Christmas was indeed a hive of activity as new mothers suckled their newly born babies while others harmed their newborns to sleep. The new mothers cited how Christmas Day will always hold fond memories, as this is the day their Christmas miracles were brought into the world, symbolically the day that Jesus Christ was born.
Jabula kakhulu lami ngesipho engisiphiwe ngumlimi namuhla kungu 25 December kulilanga lelithakazelela nguye wonke umuntu. Lami bengivele ngilithakazelela but kwabuya kwangezeleleka nje ngabamba umntana nami engophilayo lami ngaphuma ngingophilayo.
Hayi Christmas le imbuyele kahle ukuthi umnyaka lo usuqalise nzima into singani uma ziyabheda kungela zulu kungelani but ekuphetheni komnyaka lo izulu labuya lami ngadlala iChristmas senyamukela unana. Hayi kuyanthokozisa sibili.
Siyajabula kakhulu ukuthi sithole umntwana, so because vele ubesemfuna umntwana isisu sakhe besihlala simhlupha isikhathi sonke ehlale ekhala nsuku zonke ethi ngiyathola nomntwana wesibefuna umfana but wathola inkazana, so we are happy because sesibanenge abafazi.
Ndikutofara kutofara nakangifanana nibamatofa konzo.
By the time of this report, the Impilo Hospital Theatre had recorded 11 deliveries from midnight, with 5 being girls and 6 were boys. For most of the families that we've spoken to here, it has been a day of joy and celebration, and a day that is going to mark, and they will always remember it, as the day that their little miracles were brought into this world. I'm Grace Sibanda, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
From miracles worth more than weight in gold to a story about gold. Shurugwi-based Tebechwe mine has doubled its gold output in the past 3 years. The surrounding community is also enjoying the spin-off benefits from the proceeds accrued from the mining activities. Tafara Chikumira was in Shurugwi and filed the following report.
Located in Shurugwi, Mutov Investments, operating as tobacco mine, is contributing at least 4 kilograms of gold to Fidelity printers each month, thus making a significant contribution to the national gold output, while also sustaining over 300 families in the community. The mine has made significant strides over the past few years, putting in place some huge investments in support of government's industrialization drive.
196 tons per 24 hours per hammer mill at now. Takaisa 1 hour per each hammer mill inozodyiwa nekuti inombochinjwa mapitas then pamwe ine zvine zvichinetsa asi zvandozana zvoti tine vakomana maonaya anga achinzi masvimbo unoita 60 minutes per ton saka 60 vamwe vanoita 80 saka zvaanga achitaura kuti sometimes kubuditsa vamugambi vari kutorohwa neani vakasiya tine fomu hammer mill saka tiri kuisa vamwe 2 panapa kuti aite 10 kuseri kune maseparator you can see we have designed our own design yekuti tikwanise kumanager nokumonita. Then tine stem mill inoshanda 3 stem mill, tine ball mill rinoshanda.
Mine workers are appreciative of the life-changing and empowering opportunities brought about by the mining firm.
Ndakakwanisa kuvaka imba yevaenzi yandisingashandisi nevana vangu. Gweru rinoiri. Kana mwedzi wapera uyu ndakakwanisa kudrila boho.
Zvanga zvakaoma chero kwandinobva chaiko kugokwe vanotarira vanoona kuti shanduko yava pavi nhai yavepo mabhuru atiri kupiwa pano ari kushanda ari kusumudzira gokwe.
The mining sector is expected to contribute at least 13% to the national gross domestic product GDP from 2024 to 2027. Gold is expected to contribute $4 billion United States dollars, with small-scale miners playing a pivotal role toward the said target. Tafarach Kumira, ZBC News, Shurugwi.
Earlier on in the bulletin, we were talking about how some Zimbabweans are spending Christmas. Well, a suspected robber who used a gun with a blank cartridge to instill fear in his victim before robbing him will spend Christmas holidays behind bars.
A gun-toting suspected robber from Kwazana, Harare, who allegedly threatened to shoot his victim before robbing him of cash, will spend the Christmas holidays in remand prison after he was remanded in custody pending his bail application set for the 27th of this month. 36-year-old Felix Gande was charged with robbery when he appeared in court. Allegations are that on Unity Day, around 1 in the morning, the accused person, in company of his accomplice, who is still at large, armed with a pistol, confronted the complainant who was walking along a footpath in Kwazana 5, Harare. It is alleged that the accused person manhandled the complainant and threatened him with a blank pistol before they searched him and stole 124 United States dollars and 200 rand. The court heard that the complainant wrestled with the accused persons, calling for help, and was assisted by a passerby who managed to overpower and apprehend the accused person before recovering the stolen cash and the pistol. Meanwhile, buying a stolen vehicle has landed a Harare man in court. Simon Mandigara, aged 43, allegedly bought a car stolen by robbers who had attacked a taxi driver. On the 22nd of December, detectives from CID VTS Flawayo, who were on surveillance patrol, impounded the stolen motor vehicle, which was being driven by the accused person. The vehicle was inspected and it matched the stolen car. The accused person allegedly bought the car at a local castle but did not follow procedure of clearing it with the police. He was granted 100 United States dollars bail. Fungai Jachi, ZBC News, Harare.
From behind bars to more conventional bars during Christmas, amongst other things, we go to Matabeleland North, where Zimbabweans enjoy their Christmas. Mhlomo Lengwe gives us more.
This news crew caught up with a number of young ones who were going through festivities of the day. To the children, there is always something special about December 25. As in an old quote, in the eyes of children, we find the joy of Christmas. In their hearts, we find the meaning. Christmas is certainly best captured in those new clothes, the bountiful food, the joys and laughter among children. Through the eyes of the little ones, the story remains very sweet and innocent.
Christmas is where we celebrate together and have fun, going out with my family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas. On Christmas Day, we get to have grilled chicken and much more, such as pizza. Some have French fries.
As in the words of Emma Bombeck, there is nothing sadder in this world than to awake on Christmas morning and not be a child. While adults grew up and started analyzing the essence of Christmas, to children, it is still a magical moment to revel in over and over. Mhlomo Lengcube, ZBC News, Wange.
Well, that's all we have from our Montrose news desk. We wish you all, and this is on behalf of the entire news desk team here at Montrose, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas with your loved ones, and please be safe, but most of all, enjoy responsibly.
Thank you, thank the team at Montrose Studios, and indeed, Merry Christmas to you guys. Welcome back to our Pockets Hill Studios. We now go into our look at international news. Dozens of people have died after a passenger plane crashed with about 70 people on board in Kazakhstan. Authorities in Azerbaijan, where the flight originated, say there are at least 30 survivors. The Azerbaijan Airlines flight caught fire as it attempted to make an emergency landing near the Kazakh city of Aktau. The plane, which was en route to Russia, is said to have been diverted due to fog. The airline said the plane made an emergency landing about 3 kilometers from Aktau. Both Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan have launched investigations into the incident. We are breaking for business. Stay tuned.
If you drink, be responsible.
Your entertainment? Then add Showmax to your DSTV subscription at a discount. Showmax is not a TV channel. It's an on-demand video streaming service on showmax.com. To add Showmax to your DSTV subscription, simply use the My DSTV app. Select Add Showmax. The app screen will display the discount you qualify for. Now you can enjoy exclusive shows and movies you won't find anywhere else. Add Showmax to elevate your entertainment.
The Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation is seeking a commercially astute and results-oriented commercial services director to lead the commercial operations of the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation, ZBC. The ideal candidate should have strong financial acumen, proven experience in driving revenue growth, and a deep understanding of the broadcasting industry's commercial landscape. Closing date for applications is 3 January 2025. For more details, visit our website www.zbc.co.zw.
Welcome back. Firms involved in the country's aviation ecosystem recorded stellar performances during the year 2024, riding on government's massive investments in the rehabilitation of the country's airports infrastructure.
Major firms comprising of the country's aviation ecosystem are flourishing in the booming aviation industry after the expansion of the Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport, which was completed last year. In 2024, the National Handling Services registered robust business growth on its headline earnings, looking forward to even better fortunes in 2025.
We have maintained our position as a handler of choice on the on the passenger side of things. We do believe that obviously there are opportunities for growth on the cargo side of things, where we are still operating just under 20%. But on the passenger side, we are around 95-96%. We have managed to maintain that presence there by making sure that we have our fingerprint at the pulse of our customers' heart. And I'm incredibly delighted also that many airlines have invested in us because of the service that we provide.
The Civil Aviation Authority of Zimbabwe, CARS, is riding on positive recommendations from the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, based on significant investments in aiding safe and secure skies.
Even if you go to these ICAO meetings, they will always talk about Zimbabwe. You've never had any accident of any airline in terms of big airlines here in Zimbabwe? Not at all, because it is our capability. And we are saying once we are equipped, we can even go miles. And we want to continue doing that even under the circumstances. We have to continue to do that so that we put our country on the map, so that we open, the government has facilitated the open skies policy, and then we are saying we have to ride on that.
The tourism industry is also basking in renewed global interest on Zimbabwe's aviation sector, and it is a brisk business at all the country's airports, with many of them having benefited from significant facelift by government over the last couple of years. Owen Mandova, ZBC News, Harare.
We're taking a breather. When we return, it will be time for sport. Stay tuned.
Guys, mukuzviona here the welcome that I'm receiving panapa. Saka muzukuru, unoitamba sei game? Today.
I didn't bank.
Bank? Alright. What's a winner? Chadeni, a winner.
Dzadzaunganira muti dzichikukura ndiri kutarisa mudenga so ndaonei mhembo iri mumuti ndinokuzenga iri mhembo mumuti amona nyama iri muti
Yes guys, tasvika kumusha nhuku yandabata nhasi guys yabikwa. Hi
everybody, ndiri na muzukuru wangu abata huku.
Guys, mukuzviona?
Muzukuru, kuna zvemadelivery what ifood for work muzukuru wangu bata muriwo bandika.
Guys, huku yandipinza busy my way. Nagona damu ndapewa airtime na tete wangu ndipate wanu wangu weki Australia. Joy after joy, joy after joy.
Joy after joy. Whether you run a hotel, lodge or guest house, keep your guests entertained and coming back for more with DSTV for Business. Our DSTV stay package options match your needs and budget. Make your visitor stay unforgettable with the best channels for sport, blockbuster movies and series, kids inspiration, lifestyle, documentaries, news and more. Contact us today and let your guests experience your business at its best with DSTV for Business.
Get your business ready for the festive season with ZBC. Join us for the ZBC Mega Festive Business Promotion running from the 1st of November of 2024 all the way to January 31 of 2025. Enjoy an incredible cash discount of over 50% across all ZBC platforms. This is your opportunity to make your business shine. So celebrate with ZBC and watch your business thrive by simply booking your spot right now. For more information, call Tandeka on 0719 594 426 or Martha on 0719 593 532 or Precious on 0719 593 510 or email tandeka.mubi@zbc.co.zw. Terms and conditions apply.
And we get straight to sport. The Chevrons are prepared to counter the spin threat posed by Afghanistan as the two teams square off in a historic Boxing Day test match starting this Thursday at Queen's Sports Club.
Zimbabwe is expecting her to face a barrage of spin bowling against the Asian side in the upcoming test series. With the match set for Queen's Sports Club, a spin-friendly wicket, while Afghanistan are strong in the slow bowling department, the Chevrons have declared their readiness to counter the threat.
Really hot and hoping we just get a good cricket wicket. We obviously want to engage a little bit of the spin, which conditions down in the right generally turn a little bit more. But I think just from our guys over the past 2 days, I think guys have worked extremely hard. So hopefully there's a bit of reward for the hard work that guys have put in. With the swinging ball and again also with the spin. So these 2 days have been crucial for us in fine-tuning any technical issues, maybe a few different positions I think for batters and that. But again, guys have really put their heads down over the last 2 days, and with having that white ball series in mind, trying to figure out solutions for the issues that guys faced in that series.
Meanwhile, Zimbabwe Cricket has announced that spectators will enjoy free entry for the upcoming two-match test series against Afghanistan. The decision to waive the gate charges is part of ZC's efforts to celebrate the momentous occasion marking the country's first Boxing Day test at home in 28 years. The historic test match will run from the 26th to the 30th of December, followed by Zimbabwe's inaugural New Year's test scheduled for the 2nd to the 6th of January next year. Lawrence Truseda, ZBC News, Harare.
Aspiring ZIFA presidential candidate Mobile Magwizi believes creating strong partnerships with the corporate world and government can unlock value in local football.
The ZIFA Executive Committee elections are set for the 25th of January, with 6 candidates vying for football's top post in the country. One of the candidates, a business executive, Mobile Magwizi, has come up with 5 pillars that he believes will add value to football. As Zimbabwe emerges from a near 2 years of FIFA suspension and the subsequent leadership of the Normalization Committee, Magwizi believes rebuilding the football ecosystem by creating strong partnerships, financial self-sufficiency and infrastructure development can put Zimbabwe on the football map.
We need a strong institution, and secondly, we need to have strong partnerships. It will not be possible for us to say we have football working flawlessly in Zimbabwe in the absence of partners. We need to have a good relationship with the government. We need strong relationships with our corporates. We need to ensure that those partnerships are solid, and as we move forward, we will be guaranteed that we can create value out of those partnerships.
The youthful Magwizi recognizes that the future of Zimbabwean football lies in nurturing young talent and providing equal opportunities for all, especially women.
Football is about development of our community, for society. We have a responsibility to come together to a common vision, and we chase that common vision together. It's about the little child in Mausekwa whose hope is tied to us who are making the decision at the top. It's about the little girl, perhaps in Lotito, whose hope can only, their dreams can only be achieved if we do the right thing.
Magwizi, who has a big imprint in the business world, is no stranger to football, having been involved with Banket United, one of the oldest football clubs in Zimbabwe. He is also the patron and sponsor of Rumuma Football Club, a team composed of youth from various villages in Gokwe, where he hails from. The 45-year-old is also the co-organizer of the Hellenic Junior Football Tournament that consistently brings in top players to inspire the youth, with Warriors captain Marvelous Nakamba having been the guest for the past 2 years. At the top end, Magwizi has been overseeing the sponsorship of the country's traditional giants, Dynamos and Highlanders, and is also the project manager for the refurbishment of the National Sports Stadium. Magwizi will be squaring off with 5 other candidates, including a former PSO chairperson Twan Piri, Marshal Gweru of Team UK Zimbabwe, Northern Region chairperson Martin Kweza, a former footballer Makwinje Piri, and a former FIFA board member Philemon Machana in the January 25 elections. Lawrence Trusida, ZBC News, Harare.
That's it in sport. Let's check in now with the Weather Center.
Mood. My name is Baba Maketa and it's time for today's weather report and forecast. Now we had widespread thunderstorms throughout the country, which were heavier in some places, and the heaviest amounts of rainfall recorded from these falls were 54 millimeters in Kwekwe, 39 millimeters in Wange, and 25 millimeters in Harare. Now looking at our forecast country-wide, tomorrow we're expecting cloudy conditions over the whole country, especially over the northern areas, and this should be accompanied by rains. On Friday, the same situation, and these thunderstorms should be heavier in some places. On Saturday, again, we're expecting this same, that is heavy falls, especially over the southern parts of the country. Now looking at our temperatures, we're expecting the lowest to be over the central watershed, that is between 16 and 18 degrees Celsius, while the valleys should be between 20 and 24, with the highest being 24 degrees Celsius in Kariba in the morning. In terms of our maximums, we're expecting the same trend again. Lowest temperatures over the central watershed, and we're expecting the highest over the valleys, and the highest again being 37 millimeters over Kariba. Now let's just look at the detailed forecast of our major cities and holiday resort areas. Bulawayo is expected to be cloudy for the whole forecast week, with temperatures ranging from 26 up to 31 degrees Celsius. In Chinhoyi, we're expecting cloudy conditions. Again, we're expecting some bits of precipitation, especially for the last 3 days of the week. In Gwanda, the same situation is expected. Gweru, again, we're expecting lower temperatures and it should be raining for the whole week. In Harare, we're expecting it to be raining for the whole week, and temperatures should range between 23 and 29 degrees Celsius. Kadoma, partly cloudy conditions with some chances of rainfall, especially on Monday up to Wednesday. Kariba, we're expecting sunny conditions for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Lupane, raining for the whole week, and temperatures between 28 and 33 degrees Celsius. Kwekwe should be raining for the whole week, with temperatures ranging between 26 and 31 degrees Celsius. Masvingo, we're expecting lower temperatures, and again, it should be raining throughout the week. Matobo should be raining, but with some sunny conditions here and there. Nyanga should be cold, but we're expecting it to be raining for the whole week. Victoria Falls, sunny conditions are expected here and there, but it should be mainly raining. Now, Zimbabwe, thank you and enjoy the rest of your view.
And that's it from the Weather Center. Thank you so much for having joined us, and we leave it here for tonight. Let's make a date again tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.